All right, folks, hey, I made a video a couple back. I'm gonna link it at the end of this video. And it was like, hey, we're screwed. That's kind of what the thumbnail says. But the topic was really, are we better off than our grandparents? A lot of people complain about, society today. And I tried to put together a case that said, we're a lot better off now than our grandparents were. I mean, we're advancing. Yes, we still have problems, but we're advancing as a society. I talked to, for example, medicine, education, our free time that we have, travel, vacations, entertainment, housing, cars, nearly everything today is better than it was 100 years ago. And, I got a lot of agreement with that, and I got, probably 99%, and then I've got a small percentage of people said, yeah, but what about the values and morals and work ethic of today? And I said, yeah, I think every generation complains about the work ethic of the next generation. I don't think we're new in that. But I did get one exceptional challenge. I liked it, and so please keep giving me comments and material, maybe make a video out of it. It says, yes, we're better off if you think of all these creature comforts and technology and medicine and longevity, but are we happier than our grandparents? Love the question, love the question. I've been collecting my thoughts on this for the last 2 days. What I do, this is on my laptop here. I just collect some notes. So, hey, my name is Joe. I'm 59, I retired at 54, so I'm about 5 years into this journey. Got a lot of time to reflect, a lot of time to talk about retirement. I make these videos to help you, okay? I talk about my journey. There's some experts out there on some financial help and what it's like to retire. I'm just sharing one person's experience. I'm sharing the decisions I made around things like Social Security, where to invest, how do I protect myself from a long market downturn, just different things like that I share on this channel. I recommend software that I use. So that's my story. So, hey, I don't say this in every video. It's about 1 out of every 15, okay? 40% of the people are subscribers that listen to this channel. I'd like to get that up, okay? So your payment to me for me making this video and taking the time to share my journey is you hit like, do that right now, I'll wait. You hit subscribe, I'll wait. It's very simple to do. And tell me where you're from. So like, subscribe, comment. If you got an idea for a video, let me know. Good chance, I'll make it into a video, and that can be fun for you, okay? Maybe. I'm always looking for new topics. So happiness. And what's my thought of happiness compared to maybe my grandparents or even parents? These are my beliefs, okay? Maybe they resonate with you or not. I believe happiness is internal. Too many today seek external resources to make them happy. Grandparents, fun with them, and I remember this, is getting together with family on a Sunday afternoon, having dinner, sitting outside, talking about life, what's going on, reading, listening to the radio. Life didn't revolve around TV, certainly didn't revolve around smartphones. Everybody wasn't getting together doing this all day long. Just the meals together, and people earned a living. They didn't have careers. It was really focused on relationships. There was no 24-hour news cycle. You had 30 minutes of national news, 30 minutes of local, and you had the newspaper. That's all you got. So you may have, but people did read the newspaper, but there was, average person probably spent no more than an hour a day, and that was on a good day, looking at the news, and it just wasn't the high drama that you got. If you asked them if they were happy, if you went back in time and say, are you happy? They would look at you like you're crazy. What do you mean by happy? Nobody asked that kind of question back then. Now, we got things, we got stuff. We need a new phone. Our happiness comes from, we just upgraded our phone, we got a new car, look at these new clothes, we went to an exciting concert, look at what I did to my home, we added this, we added a patio, exotic vacations. Your grandparents, my grandparents, didn't even think about these things. Social media life. I'm having more fun than you. You look at social media and you say, gosh, God, these people, they're just living the epic life But it's not reality. And I think people are starting to realize that, but several aren't. You know it's a lie. You know social media life is a lie, okay? You got 24 hours of news drama. And another thing, and I don't have a great answer for this, but families are scattered all over the United States now. That didn't used to happen. My grandparents had 3 children. They all lived within 10 miles of the grandparents. My kids live all over the place, and I love it. They're living really great lives and pursuing their careers, and they got significant others. 2 of them are married, but love where they live, and they're establishing their own life, but it does change the dynamic. Next thing I want to offer, with all the tech and leisure time and toys, I believe we do today have higher highs, of happiness, and lower lows of happiness. So there's a lot more swing in what's going on. You go on a trip to Florida for 2 weeks. My grandparents never even thought about that. Well, you love your time in Florida. You love the beach, and you're saying, this is great. You go out to the mountains. This is great. But then you come back and you say, well, somebody else went to Iceland. Somebody else went to Italy. Oh my gosh, my life's terrible. Look how happy their marriage is. Look how many friends they have. And they're just doing exciting stuff all the time. On average, I believe happiness is about the same as it was 100 years ago. But the media, promotes scary and bad news. This time is different. Oh, you're going to lose half your 401k. They need to hook you so you tune in more hours a day. Social media has algorithms, just like YouTube has algorithms to promote conflict and people that disagree. If you disagree violently on this video, it actually helps the algorithm and will promote other things that have conflict in them to you. Social media targets you specifically, based on your expense, where you spend your money on your credit card, sites you spend time on. Buy something on Amazon, watch it show up on Facebook, right? You are targeted by them, and they have some very smart people that understand how the brain works, trying to make your life appear more miserable so you'll tune in. Now, a couple thoughts. My thoughts on happiness, another section. At age 59, that's how old I am. There's been a big shift from having strong faith. If you go back 100 years, there were a lot more people that were faithful, and they weren't as secular. Boy, sometimes you have problems on live video saying words. We used to think we were part of a bigger vision, part of a bigger purpose. And now it's what's in it for me. What does this all do for me in my happiness? Relationships matter in the end, and we are drifting away from that. We're promoting electronic relationships. People don't pick up the phone and call anymore. They text 4 people, and 4 people text back, and they do some selfies. There's actually also been the breakdown of the American family. How many households have 2 parents? And when you have one parent, they're working hard, trying to do great things, but their hair's on fire. They're working, they're coming home, and they got all this stuff to do to take care of home, and the kids just don't get the best of their parents because they're too busy. Busy is also a status symbol now. Nobody, 100 years ago said, hey, how's it going? Oh, busy. I couldn't imagine my grandpa or grandma saying that to me. But now that's kind of a status symbol. Hey, I'm busy. We will also worship the wrong people in our society. You look at athletes in Hollywood. These people do great things. But if you look at them holistically and look at their family life, their marriage, their kids, 9 times out of 10, it's all screwed up. How many times are divorce in Hollywood, and children that end up on drugs, people that end up on drugs that are these athletes in Hollywood. There's very low percentage of them. Would I ever want to, I'd like to exchange bank accounts with them, but I wouldn't want their life. They end up in rehab, bankrupt, fame, but at what cost? Low lows are exaggerated and fueled by the media. The media, looks at when, your lows and when you're vulnerable, and they try to tell you you're a victim, and sometimes you may B, there's, you know, people have bad luck, bad health luck, bad career luck, but the media really plays in. You can't retire today. You can't have a great career. You can't buy a house. It's the government's fault. The system is rigged. Immigration is your problem. You know, really, is it? You know, does that affect you? You know, in me here in Southern Indiana, does that affect me? Yeah, I have an opinion on immigration. But you know, does that affect my happiness? Yeah, no, doesn't. You know, I'm an engineer, so I don't like just complaining about problems and talking about happiness. There's a lot of problems in there, but hey, here's a couple of solutions I think help me. Move on from Instagram or instant messaging, these 10-second videos, these 5-second videos, and move to books. Books have, you know, when you're reading a 300-page book, 500-page book, you get a lot more understanding of like what retirement's like, or you know, growing a garden, or a biography of somebody famous. You get much more deep understanding than this instant gratification. Everybody's happy. Look at these epic lives people are having. Go to the longer form versions of YouTube. You know, don't look at the 30-second videos. Look at the 15-minute ones, the 30-minute ones. Get a little deeper understanding, a little more of a holistic picture. Seek out discussions with people and connections. You know, this is, when you're 80, this is what's going to be important. Relationships with your family. How close are you? Your friends. Just work on your relationships, okay? And that is not with the cell phone. That means, you know, sitting down across the table from them and talking, sitting on the back porch. Coon's back porch right here. Having an other focus. Volunteered. My wife and I both volunteer a lot. You know, I volunteer at parks, Habitat for Humanity, my church. I'm a mentor, I'm a coach. I make these YouTube videos trying to help other people, having that other focus. Great satisfaction in that. And you know, takes out those swings, okay? Recognize that social media is highly skilled at manipulating you. Yeah, sometimes I have problems with words, like I said. Count your blessings. This one seems hokey, but it works, okay? Every morning, when you're going through your getting ready routine, count your blessings. Some of them that I use is, you know, I had 2 parents growing up. You know, my parents are still alive today. They've been married 63 years, I think it is. I've got 3 siblings. We're close today. 2 of them live here in town. One of them lives about 3 hours away. We're still close. My wife and I have been married 35 years. We got 4 great children. They got 4 great significant others. 2 of them are married. We couldn't be happier, and got a grandchild on the way. You know, family-wise, I hit the lottery. You know, health, my wife and I, family, kids, everybody's healthy. I had a great career, dozens of friends that would do anything for me, and I would do anything for them. You know, they have a tree fall at their house, they know Joe will show up with a chainsaw. That's a real example. About once a year that happens to me. You know, and something I don't talk about enough, you know, faith is a big part of my life. Big part of my life. I'm not trying to convert anybody here on this channel, but I do feel I have a purpose and a gift, and it's very unique to be born. What do you got, like 1 in 2 trillion odds to be born? Something crazy like that. I don't think that was just an accident. Consider faith. You know, understand it more. Study, discuss. Anyway. Yes, I think you are just as happy as your grandparents, but I think you do have, and I have, higher highs and lower lows than my grandparents. You know, I live in these times, and I think that it's a fast-paced world and a lot going on. I wouldn't trade this time for any time in the past. But bottom line, and here's the key point, you know, I prefer the toilet paper of 2023 versus the toilet paper of 1923. So let's use that as the determining factor and say life is happier today. We love our toilet paper here in 2023. Anyway, so like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me where you're at a minimum, okay? Tell me where you're from. I love that. Gives me motivation to make more videos. This is Joe out.